Hello everyone, it is RosinQuartz here and welcome to another speed build by yours truly. So today we're going to be building a colonial home. Whoop whoop. I don't know why I made that noise. Oh my goodness, the level of awkward that I am is awful. But that's one way of starting your voiceover for a speed build. But so today we're going to be, this is the first part for the my colonial home. I don't know how many parts it's going to be. I'm hoping for 2 parts. It just depends on how long it takes me to do the interior. So obviously this part is just going to be me building the outside and doing a bit of the landscaping. So yeah, it took me about it took me a while to do the outside and to do the landscaping and stuff like that. But this is a big house, so this might take a little bit. I don't know how long. I want to do this in separate parts simply just because of the fact that I like to take my time and I don't want to try to do it quick just so I can fit it under like 20 minutes. So I thought doing it in separate parts would be a lot more fun, especially for people who prefer just to see the building of interiors or people who just prefer to see the outside of a house. So this way people can just switch in between and go to what part they prefer. But like I said, I hope this is going to be 2 parts, but I don't know yet. I started a little bit of the interior today, actually, just before I did this voiceover. So there's a little bit that I know that I changed, but there's little bits that you don't know I changed yet. So it hasn't been too much of a change. It's only just been little stuff. But yeah, I love how this house turned out so far. I think it's going to be a really great, awesome, big mansion, and I'm really excited about the colors that I use, just because right now you're seeing it in its basic colors and stuff like that. But I give it a bright orange roof, and I use the pale yellow paneling just to go around the house. Originally I wanted it to be a bright yellow and then have a black roof or something like that, or maybe I don't know, a brown roof or something like that. But the yellow wasn't as bright as I wanted, so I decided, you know what, I need to brighten it up somehow. So I saw the orange roof and I was like, I love this, I want an orange roof. So this build ends up with an orange roof, and I think that it looks pretty great. But yeah, so right now I'm just fiddling with the windows a little bit. I do kind of make the ceilings a bit higher so I can fit all the those big windows, and yeah. So it looks like your classic colonial home. Not too classic with the colors, but the way that the structure is set up, it's very just, the classic ones, that classic American ones that you sort of see in films and stuff like that. And originally when I started this when I wanted to do blah blah blah, losing my words all over the place. But when I thought about doing this colonial home, I thought about first it would be fun to actually replicate the colonial home that you see in the Notebook. But I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. I won't, even though I kind of want to. But I decided to just compensate and do a colonial home instead, just a regular one. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good, and I really wanted to go for that very southern look. You know, when you watch old films and stuff like that, where they have those old colonial kind of homes, and they really feel like a home, and they're not super extravagant. Well, they're extravagant because obviously they're colonial homes, but they've got that very Americana, very summer feel, and that nostalgic aesthetic, even though it's not it's not something you're remembering, but it's still that you feel like you're remembering it, if that makes any sense. It's not your memory, but it's sort of the collective memory, and that very romantic memory. and not like the actual memory of like 1950s. That's something I hope we don't aspire to, but I don't want to get too, like, I guess, like, I'll just drop it. But, yeah, so I'm just throwing in windows. I throw in, like, a fireplace, and, I was having a little bit of issues where things just weren't even with those windows, just because they sit kind of funny on, the grid, and so I was trying to make it so that they were like even across it, and I made the house a little bit smaller, which is a good thing, because I was actually doing the layout for the house earlier today, and I was like, why is this house so big? And I was trying to figure out like how to all this space, and I was like, what am I gonna do with it? Like there's so many like possibilities, but it's also like, who needs rooms these big? Well, this big, I mean. But I think I figured it out. I think I have a good layout for it. I don't know if I'm going to change it in the future by the time it's the second part, which you're seeing. I think I already said before that I don't know how many parts this is going to be. I'm hoping for 2, but it may be 3. But hopefully it's not. But it took me like forever to do the layout. So I don't have the highest of hopes for me, but what's great about this though is it gives us like the opportunity to be able to how do I say this? Experiment with what we want to do, because like my speed builds aren't just for me, they're also for you guys, and what gives having a multiple part speed build is like it gives you the opportunity to make comments, make suggestions, what you would like to see in this house. Like maybe there's certain kind of like rooms you would want me to put in. Do you want me to put in a basement? Do you want me to do something with the attic? Because I'm probably not going to do anything with that attic, but if you would like me to, I can. I didn't do any layouts or anything for that, I just sort of left it be. But I like doing attics. I think they're kind of like creepy, so I don't mind putting like one in just to like for fun. But again, feel free to like leave a comment if you are interested in where you'd like to see this go with the interior or even with the outside, which is cool too. But, yeah. So I just finished up, well, I didn't just finish, but I'm starting to remove all the little bits in the pergola there, and, I'm still debating if I want to put, like, maybe, like, some plants over top of it, just because it looks a little bare when, you're kind of in the backyard, and I thought it would be, like, fun just to be able to shake things up and, maybe put some plants over top to continue that sort of Americana summer aesthetic. And yeah. So I had a lot of troubles with this backyard. It gave me such a pain, like especially trying to put in a pool. Oh my goodness, trying to put that pool in was like, oh, I can't even explain it. Just because there's like a glitch in the Sims 4 where the lot isn't completely flat. So basically, like when you try to put down flooring onto the ground, like the actual ground, it won't let you. And because I moved the pool, I just like doing this glitch ended up happening where I wasn't able to put that flooring around the pool. So to my frustrations, I had to completely redo how I wanted to do that backyard. And I completely skip it so that you guys don't have to see me struggle, and just because I think I was still like recording while I was like on Google, and I was like, how do I fix this? Because I've encountered this problem before, but at the time I never knew how to fix it, and I still don't know how to fix it now. But I think it's only happened to me like once before, or maybe twice before, so it's not that huge of a problem, but it is annoying when like you want to have the backyard a certain way and you can't. But I think the way that I resolved it, it still looks nice, so I'm not too torn up. But yeah, so right now I'm just doing a little bit of the landscaping on the outside here, and as I said in my last video yesterday, I believe, the the bachelor pad. I was saying that how I wasn't having like too much fun with doing landscaping, and I think I can say the same for this one, mostly because I'm not a big fan of doing clean landscapes, and I really like doing these overgrown landscapes where everything looks like some sort of like secret hideaway, sort of fairy tale looking. And I still think it looks okay, but I don't think it's at where I want it to be. But it's all right. I think I made it better. Like not in this part that you're seeing, but in my own time after I was done recording, I was like, what if I put the fence that I use in the backyard that you haven't seen yet, and I bring it to the front, and but yeah. So I think it looks all right. It's not where I would like it to be, but what can you do? So there's not too much to say about the landscaping, so I'm just going to ask you guys how you're doing. I hope you guys are doing really well today. It's now the 1st of June, which is really exciting. So if you're from the future, hi, it's the 1st of June of 2016. How's it going? But yeah, I'm really happy that like it's like June already. Well, like I'm not happy because that means it's getting closer. Like my summer is like already like 1 month in, but I don't know. I'm happy that like that summer, like summer is coming and it's not like spring. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of spring. I think my favorite season is probably autumn, just because I get to wear sweaters and I like sweaters. And I never know what to do when it's hot. Cause like right now I'm just like in a tank and some shorts and I'm dying. But and there's nothing I can do about it just because we don't have our air conditioner in yet. But it's not too bad. But I'm definitely one of those fall people, and I'm not too much of a fan of spring, mostly just because everything's all melty and like gross. But I don't know. Tell me in the comments like what your favorite season it is. Like what your favorite season is. Do you like summer, or do you like spring, or I don't know, doesn't matter to me. We all have our favorite type of weather, but I definitely am more of an autumn person. But yeah, just leave that in the comments below. I'd like to know. I'm curious about like what people's favorite seasons are. But yeah, so right now I'm just putting in the outdoor lighting, nothing too exciting. I'm probably like, I didn't put any more outdoor lighting in, I think, outside after I did that, so I'm probably gonna have to do more later on. And as you're seeing right here, this is the compromise that I did for the backyard because I couldn't put that the flooring around the pool. And I think you can already see like it kind of happening around the between the deck and the pool, where I could only have it right there. But I think it doesn't look too bad. I think, like, you know, it's got that very like summer kind of look, and it's not too clean, but it's still kind of it's clean but not too clean, if that makes any sense. It gives you the opportunity to like, I don't know why I put so much heart in my builds, but like I was gonna say that like it gives you the opportunity to put like your feet in the grass. But obviously we do not live in this colonial home, so we're not able to do that. But I'd like in my dreams, I'm putting my feet in the grass around this home and enjoying that very like fun, nostalgic summer. But yeah. And so what are we doing here? Oh, we're just throwing in some trees. Nothing too exciting. And I don't know what else to really say too much about the landscaping. But yeah, I'm just throwing in a lot of like these sort of using some of the outdoor retreat stuff and putting like games in, and I put in like a campfire, and I put in a garden here, just so that at least you have like a designated like garden space, just because it's nice, and it's not like if you like get a house in the gallery you have to kind of like move something or just delete something. At least there's like a designated spot, and I sort of I just sort of put those plots there that you might want to use, or you can just sell, and then you can grow your like trees and stuff like that in the ground. And yeah, it's just a little designated spot just to be like nice. And then I put this little campfire right here, and I use a little bit more of the outdoor retreat just to put seating all around. And yeah, I think it's a fun little kind of spot, and I use those sort of oh, what do you call them, like the wood seating to kind of match, and I darkened it to match the trees. And here you see me struggling, trying to remember how to do a free rotate. I always forget because I always stay in the, like I don't always stay in the Sims 4 camera. When I'm outside I use the Sims 4 camera, and when I do the interior I do the Sims 3 camera, which is confusing if you don't remember when you start up the game and stuff like that, just because I don't do all my builds all in one shot, but I just do them casually throughout the day. So I don't know how some people can just like spend like 6 hours in one shot. But when I'm playing the game, that's what it's like. When I'm doing, like, I'm playing with my Sims, suddenly it'll be like dark out, and then I'm like, oh, what even happened? I think I like went through like a time warp. But but when I'm building, I like to take breaks and stuff like that. And I do things in between, like, for example, in the mornings, I do my builds, and then in the afternoons, I do my voiceovers, and then in the evenings, I don't know. Sometimes I'll continue on my builds, but usually I do everything earlier in the day because I wake up early. But, yeah. So yeah, I'm just throwing in a little bit more like details here, and I think I start to work on a little bit of the terrain paint, I believe. Yep, I'm just throwing in like kind of like dirt and stuff like that, and make pathways and whatnot. But we're nearing the end of the video now. I don't have any screenshots. I decided not to put any in just because I've already made changes first off, and I didn't feel like it was necessary just because so far I might make changes. I'm one of those people where I'm very indecisive, and I'll like go back and I'll be like, okay, I don't particularly like this, so I'm gonna do this instead. But yeah, so I'm just gonna leave you with just a video cutting off randomly. But I hope you guys liked this build. Like I've said earlier in the video, feel free to leave a comment if you'd like to see certain rooms within this house, if you'd like to see me do an attic or a basement maybe, or you know, whatever works. And let me know if you like this build or what kind of builds you would like to see me do in the future, because I'm always up for suggestions. I've got ideas and stuff like that, but if there are things you would like me to do, I'm totally cool with suggestions. So feel free to like this video down below, and subscribe to my channel if you'd like. And yeah, I've also got Twitter, which you can also communicate with me there. I'm more likely to respond on Twitter than I am on YouTube. That's mostly just because sometimes I don't get notified and sometimes I'm not paying attention, but I always have my phone with me, so that's a great way to contact me. And I've also got a Tumblr where I post all the information. I make posts about with all the screenshots of my builds, and then all the information such as like how much it costs, what kind of lot it is, what sort of packs you need, and etc. But yeah, so you can also, whenever I finish this house, you can find it on the gallery under my name, RosinQuartz. It's the title of my channel, so you can just go by that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a fabulous first day of June, and yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and you saw me change the roofing color. Yay, it's a bright orange. But again, see you guys later. Have a great day, and I will see you Friday with the next part. Goodbye. Dun-dun-dun. I don't know why I keep doing that. Bye guys.